I'm Pern.
And I'm Dave.
Welcome to the show, where we talk about everything from movies, music, sports, and TV.
And stories from the rest of our lives.
Things we don't talk about are politics and religion.
And this is how we all stay friends.
Okay, let's talk. Happy November.
Yes, we're in it.
How was your Halloween?
Halloween was pretty good. We didn't have any trick-or-treaters.
What?
None at all. And we got candy.
Now, the past couple years, you've had no trick-or-treaters,
None at
right?
all. And you know what? It probably doesn't help that we don't turn any of our lights on.
But you live like up a hill.
That is true. And it is kind of spaced. But we say what happens is the town has their party prior. So they had it the weekend. So they've already had technically Halloween in town. So
and your houses are spaced out. So
they're kind of wide in between. So I get that. But I can almost imagine that if you were a kid, wouldn't you go 2 for 2? Wouldn't you go to the party and also try to get your parents to take you trick-or-treating?
Yeah. Hello.
Of course. Free candy. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
And at the party, I don't know if they were like handing out candy or not. It's not like Disney where they go to the you have the parade and everything,
Disney
and then you go to the spots that have
yeah.
candy. They give you handfuls of candy. I don't know if Percival had that kind of scenario going on, because you could hear it from my house going on.
Oh, really?
And it didn't even sound like they were playing actual Halloween songs.
Huh.
You know, again, Monster Mash, all the good ones, right? Nothing. It was just like regular 80s cover band playing.
Oh.
I was just like, well, is that fun? I don't know if that's...
And did they play Thriller at least?
Nothing.
Good.
I was just like,
we don't support Michael Jackson, the rapist.
You don't?
Child rapist, Michael Jackson. If you want to quit listening because of that, then fine. We don't get into politics, but I'll tell you how I feel about
just pull that
possible child pedophilia. I can't. Michael Jackson song comes on, I change the station. I change unless it's early Jackson 5, like on the Christmas channel, like when he was a kid, because he hadn't turned that yet. Really? So I'm like, okay, I'll let Jackson 5 go when it's all the brothers, but like, I saw Mama kissing Santa Claus, oh, but I just wanted some toys.
Oh, right,
I'll
and
listen to that Michael
lining up
Jackson.
the channels, so you gotta
no, like pedophile Michael Jackson, older everything. I can't. I just comes on, changes the station, and my kids go, Dad, why don't you like Michael Jackson? I said, you're not old enough to know yet. Said when you get older,
haven't gotten to that point.
I'll explain.
That's.
I watched the documentary. If Oprah says it, she believes it. It's good enough for me.
Okay.
So anyway, sorry, that's a whole nother. Yeah.
That is true.
So Halloween, it's normal. It's warmer than I expected.
It is
because I wasn't expecting. We normally have a chilly, like, fall night for Halloween, and
a little crisper than it is.
It was mid upper 70s, and it was a little warmer than I would have liked, and I would have
It's hard to. It's really hard to do this.
Oh yeah. So okay, yeah. It's not. We haven't had Halloween yet.
It's not.
We record
there
as
yet.
you know. We record the Tuesday
close.
and then release it.
We thought
Halloween's
we could pull it
in 2
off.
nights, but we were trying to do the opening is how Halloween goes, because you're not going to hear this until the day before that big day when everybody goes and votes, and that's as political as we get.
It'll be that day. You'll hear it that.
But it'll be in November, and that'll be passed. So we were
trying to keep it as topical as possible.
I know, because I don't want to talk politics because we don't talk about.
Well, I had some house stuff that was associated with that.
Okay.
Remember, we had the rules, right, of what not to do during a horror movie,
massacre,
a horror movie. Yeah, right. Well, so yes, on Wednesday, which was right after we recorded, Lisa's office, she's the office manager, and her office had an alarm going off. An actual alarm. So someone was an alarm was going off because someone was trying to get into the building kind of scenario.
Another dead mouse scenario.
What happened was that one of the other employees is new and put in the code, but they didn't close the door or lock the door, and the door swung open and it turned the alarm on.
Well, yeah, because
so the alarm triggered and we went in, but we didn't know what was going on, right? So what did we do? We decided we were going to check out the office and go our separate ways. So
my God, you split up
in the scenario.
And you both are still alive.
And thank goodness, because I screamed halfway across the room going, wait, we can't split up.
You don't split up.
It was the worst. I was like, what are we doing?
Oh my God.
So I ran
You go
back.
in,
You
guns
go all
cocked,
around.
finger on the trigger,
Just
check your corners.
You've got your bat with
Come
the nail in
on.
it. You're ready to go.
Yeah,
so I did that. I don't know what we were thinking.
I'm sorry,
I
Lisa.
don't
He's
know.
just trying to get you killed. That's all it is.
That I sent her. No, she said, I'm going to go that way. And I was okay.
Okay.
And I went, wait a minute. And then that's
So
when I
now
screamed
we
over
know.
and said,
Okay.
here we go. Yeah. And then, I don't know if I don't know what's going on, but we were out in the yard working on the weekend and something was happening. I guess I was working with the hose or whatever, and she was in the garden.
You were working your hose?
I was working the hose, and she was cutting back some of the dead stuff in the yard. And she reaches down.
Did you have a solid string?
She goes, "Oh my gosh, there's a slug here!" And she picks up the slug and whips it. And I guess she was trying to get it away from the plants and everything, but she threw it right at my head.
Dude,
bounced it right off my head. It bounced off.
It would have been funny if it stuck like
right,
a suction
right.
cup.
But I don't know why she's got to hit me in the head with slugs. I don't know what was going on.
I don't know.
I took it personal. To be honest,
well,
I mean, how do you?
She's trying to kill you. She's trying to slug you.
To take that on. It's that which is what slug you.
She doesn't want you running your hose in public.
That's right. Yeah, put that away. Here's a slug for you. Slam.
Yep.
Right in the head. Just bounced that thing right off my head. And she claims that she couldn't have done that before. But you know what? As many times as she has thrown something and hit me by accident, she has that comment a lot. Like, I couldn't have done that.
A little too suspicious, huh?
Yeah, her aim is way too good to. So I just want to put that out there that if you see me or if you get a report where I've died from a concussion or concussive blow to the head, it's because I'm not just by slug, but she has definitely thrown something at me by accident and and knocked me out. So I
guess it was maybe around, I don't know, the 4th, 5th episode or something like that we recorded back earlier this year. I was doing something out in the yard and moving like stuff or something, and I had these bruises on my arm, and Dave comes in, he goes, "Pern, do you need to tell me something? Is everything okay? You got some bruises on you.
I just want to know. Did you fall down the stairs?
Did you wink fall down the stairs? Or are you okay? Blink twice, yes.
I didn't know what was happening here. It was early. We had just gotten back into starting the podcast. Exactly. So I had to know. I just put it out there. And we did that off.
Tell me something. You can tell me.
We did that off mic, but yes.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Like, no, I was lifting. I forget what it was, but I had like these bruises and these weird spots under my like
you were reaching for something in the kitchen, I think.
Something up or something like, or I don't remember what
it was. Weird. And I was like, okay, you can tell me.
You sure? You didn't fall down the stairs? Wink.
Yes. Who knew?
Anyway, so I'm off for the next. Oh, did you have more house stuff?
No, that was about
gotcha.
it.
That was the house stuff. Okay, so I'm off for the next 5 days. I took off. My son's birthday is tomorrow, and then Halloween's the next night.
Happy birthday.
Yep, happy birthday, London. He's turning 15.
Nice.
He came home from school today, and I met him, at the on the front steps, and I was like, "How was your last day of being 14? You're only 6 months and 1 day away from your learner's permit."
Yeah, he's getting ready. Is he already have the DMV book?
He's
doing the fake test.
Well, I mean, he wants online. The van. He's all cars. So yeah, I was like,
perfect.
Yeah, so we'll get there.
Cool.
So then we go out to Costco to get his cake. So I guess it was a year or two ago, he decided, because we have all of our birthdays and stuff are right in a row. It's like it's the twins, and then it's my father-in-law's, and then his birthday, and then my wife's birthday. We have something like 5 birthdays in like 3.5, under 4 weeks or something. So it's like it's cake, party, cake. Nice. Oh, and my wife and I's anniversary. We mentioned this before.
Yeah. Full
so we went to Costco today, and I actually looked online last night to see if at Costco they would personalize one of the cheesecakes and like write stuff on it.
That would be
because
good.
The birthday cakes, you can pre-order them and get say whatever, happy 50th anniversary birthday, whatever we did for my kids. And I looked last night and I found this one, I think it was on Reddit or something. I don't remember. And it was somebody who made a comment that they worked at Costco in the bakery, and they said, yes, I will, I'll write happy birthday and the name of the person on it. But they said, don't ask us to like do decorations like balloons
or
and candles and all that stuff. Because that's just being a dick.
Right.
Because that's decorating a cake.
Yeah,
like,
writing
for them
is
to write,
pulling out the icing
exactly,
and squirting it on.
And doing the one. So, so I, we went in, I got the, cheesecake we wanted because he loved the cheesecake.
Good.
And walked over and like asked, I was like, hey, can we get happy birthday written on this? She goes, oh, absolutely. Do you want a name also? And I turned to him like, do you want your name on? He goes, no, just happy birthday is fine. I'm like, all right, no, just happy birthday's cool. In like red, if that's easy. She goes, perfect. Okay. And she went and did it for us. Nice. It was like, they're like, sure.
Sweet.
For my wife, we joked that, since the kids got happy 50th birthday, that for my wife, her cake would be happy retirement Janet.
Oh, perfect.
And so they have the Costco pumpkin pies in now. So we're walking by going, ooh, should we get one of the pumpkin pies and have, happy retirement Janet on it for mom? Because, mom loves pumpkin pies.
Wow.
I asked her tonight, she's like, oh, I can't even think about that yet. Her birthday's next Tuesday. I mean, it's like.
She can't think about that? It's just next Tuesday.
She's really nervous about the election.
Okay.
And that's all I'll say.
Okay.
That's consuming her thoughts right now.
It's her birthday. So yeah.
And her birthday's the same day as election day.
You should just do it and just take it off.
Just do it. Absolutely. Like, boom. Decision
just
made.
Done. Yeah, make an executive
pie,
decision.
Happy retirement,
done.
Janet.
Exactly.
Have a nice second life.
Yeah, perfect, right? Okay. Yes. Live your life.
So we went to Costco and did that today, and it was cool. So I enjoy the trips to Costco with the kids because they have fun now too, and all that. So we always stop and get ice cream on the way out and everything and fun stuff. Driving to work the other day, I had this crazy thought, and this is, I'm not drunk or on something or gummy or something because I'm driving to work. This is like full, like
just out of the blue.
Clarity thought. Yes. And I had this absolutely bizarre thought enter my head, and it was, what if you aren't real, Dave? What if you're just my imaginary friend and I sit and I do this podcast really by myself every week?
Oh,
what if you're not really here?
And you're making up my voice.
Absolutely.
You could.
I'm doing both voices.
Right.
I go back and I talk back over each other. So we just talk to each other.
You record twice.
And yeah.
And then on your voice, so you can respond. I can respond, or you can respond to you.
I was like, what if Dave's not real?
I could.
What if he's just like an imaginary friend?
So what alien zapped that into your head?
I have no idea because I was just driving to work, and I can tell you exactly what the road I was on, where I was driving, where the went around the turn. I'm like,
this is a little Matrixy, right?
I wonder if Dave's not real.
It's people who believe that the Matrix is real have that same scenario, right?
Right. And are we in a Matrix?
We could be.
And many years ago,
how would we even know? Well, and then why? What would it matter?
I don't know. And I joked many, like 15, 20 years ago, maybe. I said, it's like, what if I was just like on my own show, like the Truman Show, but it's the Pern Show, and all of this is fake around me? Because things happen so weird that like either everything's stacked against you at one time, or everything's going the right way at one time, or it's like a roller coaster.
So I don't know if I'm on is that worthy of watching on a television show?
You would be on the Dave sitcom. That would be a sitcom. Your wife throwing slugs at your head.
Nice.
That would be funny.
Just lovely.
Exactly.
Pleasant.
So it's like, am I on a show? And then I think it was my wife I told, and she made the comment. She goes, she like just holds up her wrist and goes, Code Red. We got an issue. He knows. He knows.
Does
this
she
is
hold
all
up
fake.
Products while you're in?
Exactly.
We're just gonna have this DiGiorno pizza.
Exactly. It's not just delivery.
It's DiGiorno.
It tastes nothing like delivery.
It's not even delivery.
It sounds like someone's delivering frozen pizzas.
Right.
It's that bad.
So I forgot to shout out the other day. And I wanted to shout out to, we went to Jackpot Pinball in person.
Oh, yeah. You sent me the picture. Yeah.
It was freaking amazing.
So it's this whole arcade.
It is wall-to-wall arcade pinball machines. Pinball machines.
Old and new, right?
Yes. And the old ones were so cool. I didn't know some of the history behind some of them, but they have one that was
actually has balls that roll around and you hit them with little flippers.
No,
my God.
It's so old, but it's the first one that had a digital voice in it.
Ooh.
From while you were playing it responded to you while you were playing. That
Dragon's
was one
Lair?
of them. No, it was something else.
Didn't they have a pinball version of Dragon's Lair after the video game?
I don't think so.
I thought one of those talked or something. And was it the this is my voice, make sure that you have scored a triple.
Is that what it is? Yeah, I don't think
5,000 points awarded.
But they also had some of the new breaking stuff. Like I remember I showed you the Jaws one. Mm-hmm. They had the Jaws one. It was really good. It was really good. Like you really had to, you shot the shark, and you ran up the chum level. It was really kind of cool.
And it's a smile, mother.
Yes, yeah. They had the whole scenario. It was all really good. And then they had
and so you pay a flat fee to get in, and you can play the whole day, right?
Yeah. So what you can do is you could go in when they freaking open at like 10 or 11 o'clock.
And just hold that thought again. What's the place called again?
Jackpot Pinball.
In Percival, Virginia.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Downtown Percival, Midtown Percival.
Midtown, okay.
Main Street. And
don't want to miss it.
They're great. They were perfect. They really understood that we were there to just go all out. And we went on a Tuesday, Wednesday. There was no one there. I mean, we went and it was like after I got off work. So it was 5 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
And so we went from 5 till 9. Right.
Okay.
But, and that was pretty good because that was like 4 straight hours of playing pinball.
Did your wrists hurt the next day?
No, it wasn't so bad that you had to deal with that because a lot of the action is, electronic. So you're not really doing too much work with it. But I mean, some of the games were just amazing and a lot of throwbacks. I mean, there were so many ones that there was one.
Blades of Steel.
Like that?
Yes, just like that. They had a bunch that were also unique in their structure. One of them was like, it was a moonscape kind of scenario.
Okay.
And it wasn't flat. Like the inside wasn't flat. The way the ball
is flat.
It rolled like over texture and into holes. And then you kind of pinballed around that. And it was weird because you could watch the ball come around, go behind your flippers and come back around to it and then play it. There was just the one between the flippers where the ball could get down and go to the next hole. Yep. So I was like, that's really kind of a neat texture kind of gameplay.
So how much was it for the day pass?
It was $15.
Oh, that's nothing.
And you could go in at 11, right? Like when they open, 10 or 11 o'clock, play all day, right? And then maybe go get dinner or lunch or whatever and come back again for that same day.
That's awesome.
And then close them out at 9 o'clock.
And do they have food there where you can get like sodas and like they have a snack bar or something?
Snacks, but nothing too
just like chips and candy bars and stuff?
Pretty much,
but not like
stuff they had on the counter and things like that.
Right, not like mozzarella sticks or nachos or
anything like that. But they also had an air hockey table. They also had
which you have in your basement. So
yeah, I didn't have to worry about that. But they also had the foosball. Also, and
did they have Czechs hockey?
They did not have a Czechs hockey.
See,
no.
Dave's house is better.
Thank goodness
Czechs
I do
hockey
have that.
At Dave's house.
I haven't played that in ages.
I know because I haven't been over in ages.
I know I don't have that. Well, I would play the kids, but they don't. They don't like have the passion that we have for Czechs hockey.
Oh my gosh,
so good, so good.
Without a doubt.
But yeah, the place was amazing, and just we kind of played. Like a tournament kind of thing where we would play the same game, same pinball machine, and then kept the score running. And then at the end, and we were just going crazy with it.
So did you win any?
I actually won 2 of the 4 that we kept score on.
And let me guess, Chase won all the other ones.
Well, they split. I think Chase won one and Sydney won the other. But
okay.
Yeah. So, but the one final Pinball Wizard score, which was like the all-time, you total them all up. I went crazy because I won over 600 and some million on a World Cup pinball machine game.
Wow.
It was just, I had like the action perfect where I was scoring goals like all the time, and it would just total up and then add on top of each other, and it was just funny.
Multiplier.
Yes, exactly.
You've got the multiplier.
Yeah, but some of the newer ones, there was an Iron Maiden one that was just playing Iron Maiden songs. I was going crazy with that one because I was just like so cool.
Is it really noisy in there, or does the music not turn on until you actually use that machine?
Yeah, so that's actually true.
Okay.
But when you're playing it, it's not overtly loud either. It's in your space because of the way the speaker systems on the pinball machines kind of point to the player. It's not overly
It's a directional
loud.
sound.
And like 4 pinball machines down there is the Foo Fighters one, and it was playing Foo Fighters songs too.
Cool.
And it wasn't so like it wasn't in your way of playing a game if you were right next to it.
I gotcha.
But it was really good, and the music was great. And then there was another one. It was the Stranger Things one. That one was really good because you had to get the ball into the mouth of the
or was that X-Files theme?
Flare?
I don't know what theme that was. I just was that X-Files?
That's X-Files.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
It's
close.
What am I thinking for Stranger Things?
I am not sure what that. I'm sure
it's like a whistly.
It is kind of like that. It's like
that.
Or yes.
I don't know. Whatever.
Perfect.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
But you had to get it into the Flare's mouth.
Oh, okay.
So it was kind of cool. And so that was a cool thing. And I liked that one. And it was
does Hopper like pop out of the corner saying, "Hey, there, 11,
No,
I'm over here."
The funny thing is there was a main screen that opened up. It was like a drive-in movie kind of thing.
Okay.
And it opened up to show the flare right there.
Yeah.
And where you had to hit it. But on it, it showed visuals from the show, which was kind of neat.
Like
I
little
really
video
like that
clips.
too. Yeah, inside the actual show, and also in line of sight, so you could still play. A lot of the times they put some of those scenes up on a screen.
Right. So you look away, and then my ball just went down.
Gone. Right.
Yeah,
and you're like, I gotta do this. What do I have to do? And it's up on the screen, but you don't really know what you have to do. So that's kind of a thing.
Okay.
And
so you would go again, you're saying?
Oh my gosh, yes. And it's not the only one. There's two in Ashburn.
No, I didn't.
There's one at the brewery, the hockey team.
Is it right next to that pickling place where you make your own pickles?
Lost Rhino.
Oh, yeah, which is right across from the ice rink.
Right, exactly. Yeah. They have
on Red Rum Drive.
A handful of pinball machines there that they're proud of, and they have league. They have league play also at the Percival one, but they do have it there too. And then there's another one. I can't remember where it is, but there is
Great
another
story,
one there
Dave.
too.
Great story.
It is, and it's another brewery too that I think that they have as an afterthought.
That's
and then
cool.
also Vanish in Luckett's has pinball machines too.
Oh, and Luckett's. Well, that's a hike for me.
That is a little bit for you. But I was thinking,
the Percival one, I drive right by there every night for work. So
right.
I'll just stop in and play some pinball one night
for
maybe.
4 hours,
Absolutely. Say I went to work and just go play pinball.
That'd be perfect, right?
That's how I lose my job. Right there. Figured it out.
Again, we could always do a broadcast from location.
We should. We should go to Grandma's Homespun Burgers and whatever.
Right. And then hoof on over to the pinball and then jackpot pinball and play.
Right.
Be perfect.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. Guys' night out.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be fun.
Yes, exactly.
So I caught up over the weekend, I was watching, I was trying to just find something to watch. And I came across the 2018 remake, which Jamie Lee Curtis is in.
Right.
And she returns as, crazy Laurie Strode because now her daughter and her granddaughter are now getting haunted by Michael Myers. When I first started, I was like, I don't think I ever watched this. And then it got like 5 minutes in. I'm like, oh no, I remember this now. Okay, yeah, I remember.
But did you
stop
watching it?
I did. No, I watched through the whole thing. I continued watching the whole thing because I'm like, because all three of them were on like back to back to back. I could watch them.
Right.
And so then the next night I watched Halloween Kills, the second one, which wasn't as strong, and I think it has a pretty poor IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes score too. It was just kind of
story or just
the story. So Danny McBride is one of the writers for those new three movies, and it's him and like the guy who directs it also is a writer and whatever. They wrote the dialogue in the first one. There are lines in it I can literally hear coming out of Danny McBride's mouth in like that, righteous gemstones, that whole Danny McBride, the way he spews words. And I can hear like the actor, like him when he was sitting at the table reading that line for the actor and like, them getting it. But in the second one, those lines weren't there. So it wasn't as funny. Yes, it was more serious, but I mean, it had to be more serious because it had Michael Anthony Hall from the Breakfast Club in it.
Oh well, then he
was going to kick Michael Myers' ass. Oh, well, he was out to do it. It was finally. We discussed this in a previous episode. Like, why do you not like attack?
First,
when you're
take the first shot.
Yeah, exactly. Something. Sake. Well, the Michael Anthony Hall character, he was that. He was like, I'm tonight. Like tonight this ends. We're taking him out. We're gonna go, hunt him down. And it was very aggressive. I'm like, wow, we haven't seen this in a in a movie. And then I didn't get to the third one yet, which is Halloween Ends. And I'm hoping it's better than Halloween Kills.
Is it going to end?
And apparently it does, because Jamie Lee Curtis, I think, said she's done with the franchise.
But that doesn't mean
that
it's
one
done, right? I mean,
no.
There's always going to be like some kind of.
I mean, how many times have they killed Michael Myers?
Yeah, but then
he's been shot. He's been.
How many times did they kill Freddy and then they put out
But Freddy's in your dreams. He's not.
Yeah, but they redid that one, right?
Well, yeah,
With
they did do.
People,
they did do the redo. I think Freddy versus Jason was the last one.
It was the last one, yes,
that I saw. Right. Oh no, I did see one that had that guy in it.
Sorry.
I can't remember the actor.
The guy.
That guy.
The guy. Oh, the one that's always in it? Yes.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, he was always in it.
That one.
I think I've watched that one. Yeah, so I think I watched that one.
Right, that one. I figured you would.
So so I've still got to watch Halloween Ends, and then I'm going to get, be done with, I think, my horror movies. I don't know. I've been in a horror movie mood all year. So it wasn't just this past month or 4 weeks.
And you're going to want to get out to Terrorizer 3.
I want to see Terrifier 3 again. Absolutely. I saw a meme the other day, and it was like, the scene in the movie when Jonathan's in his bedroom or in his dorm room and he starts throwing the stuff and trash in his dorm room.
Right, off the desk.
And the meme was that clip, and the meme was, when you ask your friends to go see Terrifier 3 for the 4th time. No, I'm not doing it. I'm done. I've seen it already. And I was like, that's funny.
That's pretty good.
Okay, before we came on, Dave and I were in a conversation about Star Trek.
Okay, so it happened that you asked me what I was watching.
Yeah.
Right? And I said, well, I am watching something called Brilliant Minds.
Okay.
And it has Zachary Quinto in it.
Who I don't know who that is.
He played Star Trek in the new reboots. He played Spock in the Star Trek reboots.
Oh, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and then you questioned whether or not you had seen them all.
I had seen one.
Right.
Because they were the J.J. Abrams ones. Because it was the whole tear in the space-time continual when a Star Wars director jumped over to Star Trek. It was just like, so absolutely weird. Not.
That was the tear.
That was just yeah. Couldn't believe that actually happened. And J.J. Abrams jumped from one to...
changed, supposedly, the canon.
But I liked the feel of the newer ones that he did.
Okay.
And I couldn't remember if I'd watched one or both of them. And I must have watched both of them.
Okay. So the first one was just Star Trek. And that was the reboot where
Chris Pine
supposedly
was getting the ship and
changed all the characters and different endings of how it all played out at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. So there was a different timeline to that one because I thought that one was the Khan one.
Was that the Khan one or was the
because I think that one has because let me double check. But that was 2009, and it was supposed to be where there was a rip in time, and someone came in to I don't.
He can't read fast enough.
I can't. This is all happening so wrong.
So I'm a total Star Wars geek, and it's not that I don't like Star Trek. I've seen the original Star Trek movies with Shatner and Leonard Nimoy and all of them, and which you said there's 9 of those, I think.
There are.
Or were there more?
Too. There is.
God.
1, 2,
Dave,
3, 4,
get your shit
5.
together.
I know I don't have crap together.
Anyway, watched all those, and then when
six.
Star Trek Generations was it? Is that what it was?
Yeah,
the
Star
Captain
Trek Generations
Picard
is the new Picard. That was the Picard one with
Data and
handing it over
and
because Kirk was in that
3 or something like that.
Yeah, Kirk was in that one.
Yeah. Okay, so I watched the Picard movies. Which there were 4 of those, I think. 3?
4. There were 4. Good call. 4. Yeah.
I watched those and I enjoyed them, but I never watched the Star Trek Generations TV show. I just couldn't make that kind of commitment to that. So I watched the movies. I know the characters. I know who they are, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And then J.J. Abrams, goes over and does his 2. And I didn't know that the one I was watching, whichever one it was where it's young version of Khan, I didn't know that. And the night that I had turned it on like Stars or something like that, when it came on, it was showing that and then Wrath of Khan right behind it.
Okay.
And I was like, why are they showing, because I hadn't seen it yet and I didn't know it was about Wrath of Khan or about Khan when he was younger and the whole thing and all that crap. And I watched it and I'm going, oh my gosh. And then Wrath of Khan comes on. I'm like, okay, this all makes sense. Oh my God. Okay. It all it was just seeing them back to back was the, now it all made sense for Star Trek for me.
Okay.
But no, I don't know who played Spock on the new ones.
Okay. That was,
and you were watching the show that he's in.
Yeah. That's Zachary. Yeah. Quintum.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but again, if you were to, this was always the argument as you paired it up, Star Wars versus Star Trek.
Star Trek.
You would
There's
be
definitely
Star
a line.
Wars. Right?
Oh, absolutely Star Wars.
Okay.
It's like, are you an Elvis or a Beatles man?
I think I could do both though. I mean, you can live in that Venn diagram where there is a crossover where you can watch both.
Yeah.
But you're not dedicated to Star Trek. Like you wouldn't be so dedicated like you would with Star Wars. Like if Star Wars was coming out and goes like, oh my God, there's a movie's coming out. It's going to be out. You'd go see it in the theater, But a Star Trek movie, not so much. You would wait until it came out.
I've seen Star Trek movies in the theater, but I was definitely not a first night or first weekend. It was like, oh, let's go see that Star Trek.
Did you spend money, or was it because it was at the theater?
Because we used to just always go see. Like even after I stopped working at the movie theater, like for years, I mean, it was just like, oh, that's what we did. We went out and saw a movie. Let's go see a movie. Let's go see what's out. And like, oh, it's Star Trek. We haven't watched that yet. Or if there was something else higher on the list, we went and saw that. And then, but eventually I would see them all in the theater. But, with Star Wars, no, I was like, we were there for episode 1, that midnight showing in Sterling.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? You don't remember that, do you?
I don't.
Well, I mean, it was 20 some plus years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got tickets for the midnight showing when Star Wars Episode 1 premiered, because it was the first new Star Wars movie we were having in God knows how many years, and blah, 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 and the new trilogy and all that.
Right.
And then, but I've gone and seen, I think, all of them that have been out, opening night or at a midnight show the night before or something like that.
So that's a dedication.
Yeah, I'm dedicated to Star Wars, definitely.
Okay. Then okay, cool.
Don't play Star Wars Trivial Pursuit against me is what I'm saying.
Oh, really? Well,
yes.
You got to get that in
Well,
here.
I have it.
You have that
what
one.
do I have? I'll get it. I'll pull it out. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, then
Star Wars
for next
Pursuit.
time, then maybe we'll have a Star Wars trivia.
Pursuit off.
Because again, you're
Pursuit off.
2 real 1 fakes. You're definitely over.
Well, even
12.
when I did them for you that time, you didn't get any either. I'm like, wow, we really just are stupid and can stump each other.
The Star Wars ones?
No, on all the 2 real 1 fakes.
Oh, that's true.
On all the versions that we've done.
Yeah,
I got you on the whatever.
It was the movies one.
Right.
Oh, no,
It was the holiday movie.
The holiday movie
yeah.
ones. Yes, you made the holiday ones.
I still want to see that Amy Schumer one that I made up.
That would be a good one. I would see. I would actually. I may
Yeah.
watch that one.
I want to see that.
It was Hallmark. I don't know if I could. The
No,
storyline.
no, because we all know at the end they're gonna kiss and fall in love. And
Ugh,
that's how
so
every
typical.
Hallmark movie ends. Oh, don't tell me at the end.
Are they gonna?
They're gonna kiss and fall in
for
love.
God's sake.
Oh my gosh, they are. and the daughter of the one whoever's still alive is like, oh, they're the best. Oh yay, they're getting married. I'm so happy. I have a new mommy or daddy.
Well, all of the movies are kind of slow this year. I mean, this month. Do you have anything? Was there anything coming out this week?
No, I don't think anything comes out until Gladiator 2 on like the 22nd.
Oh my God. And I'm seeing so many dumbass commercials for that one.
And I didn't like the first Gladiator.
I am not.
I was not a fan. So I'm like,
but this needed to be remade. Like, couldn't they have come up with a better storyline?
Is it a retelling or a rebooting, or is it a sequel?
I don't think that it is. I think it's more of one of those overlapping storylines, but the ending is different.
Like it's in an arc right now?
Yeah.
So it's just,
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Okay.
And again, they have a lot more effects that they can do.
Oh, absolutely.
And I've seen the one where they flooded the inside of the stadium and they have the war battle.
Yeah.
I mean, like, okay, that's
they
great.
Didn't do that.
Oh God, no.
Right.
No.
And it's just like,
whatever. Well, green screens help.
Green screens. So did you see the box office numbers? Did you look those up?
I didn't. Did you?
I'm vaguely recalling them. So this weekend, it was a new big winner. It was, what the hell was the movie that was number 1 this weekend?
Was it Smile?
No, Smile 2 dropped to 2.
Okay.
And it had a huge opening. Oh my gosh. Are you there yet?
Not yet. Keep stalling.
Oh, keep stalling. Okay. Anyway, Terrifier dropped to I think like 5th, because there were 2 new movies that were released.
I have it.
Yeah, what is it?
It's Venom.
Right,
The
Venom.
Last
See, that's why I didn't think about it. I've never seen a Venom movie either.
That's true.
I've never seen any of them. I just know that he's like this slimy looking black thing-ish sort of.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Everybody.
I don't know anything.
Right. Yeah.
Because
Tom
Hardy in this one?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
And they say that this is the last one.
I'd
until
heard
there's
that.
like an overlap, like until he shows up on, when some
another Marvel movie.
Yeah, an MCU universe kind of thing. Right?
Yeah. So Venom did really well.
Did
51 million first.
Not bad.
And Smile 2 dropped to second.
Yeah, to 9.5.
And then it was
Wild Robot.
Oh, right. Wild Robot still holding in there.
Yeah.
And then there was the next new movie, was The Covenant or something
Conclave.
like that?
It's the one about the priest.
The priest,
Pope
I don't need to see any priesty movies.
Again, I thought we already saw this when we watched all
the other priesty child rape movies that come out.
Well, the Tom Hanks ones, the Angels, Demons, the
You know,
there's a writer that does all of them. I
Yeah.
can't remember.
You're searching for it. I can see you
am.
digging.
I had it.
I
and
can
then
see
I
you
lost
digging for it.
I'm so lost. And then We Live in Time, which I think is one of those rom-com or romantic
Something like
whatevers.
that. Yeah. And then
Yeah.
Terrifier 3 was like 7th or something like that.
I don't know. Let me double check.
Oh, yeah.
It is. I was 6th.
It was
came in
6th.
6th. Yes.
Going into the Halloween weekend, it's
4-7,
So,
and then Beetlejuice
yeah.
dropped 3-1.
yeah,
number
Beetlejuice still
7.
strong at 288 total.
Yeah,
It's going to limp across that 300 million line. I tell you, it's going to be hopping.
I think it
hopping
will.
across.
I think it will. I think it'll get there, and it needs to.
And I think Terrifier 3 will get to 50 because it's at what is it at
44.
30? Oh, it's at 40. Oh no, I thought it was going to get high. Maybe I thought like 50 to 60. Yeah, I mean,
it might.
It should.
It can.
In that 50,
Halloween's
60
gonna.
range.
It's this week.
Yeah,
is
this
Halloween,
weekend's going to
so-
be its last theater
Hurrah,
weekend.
right,
Yeah,
I
and,
think it might.
and they actually, it's still on 2,700 screens. Oh, that was the other thing. Yeah, with Venom, it was on over 4,000 screens.
Yeah, 4,100.
That's
Yeah, exactly.
insane.
Right. So yeah,
4,000 screens.
yeah. So they kind of ramped that up.
Yeah,
and then they
Terrifier 3 was on
dropped that one off.
2,000. Half that.
Yeah, the Joker one, man. I don't know if that's even
Yeah,
gonna
Joker.
break
Who
60.
cares? Who cares?
Well, it's just when you see when they put that much money into advertising and having everybody do all the
Trying
talk
to
shows
sell
and
you a
everything,
piece of turd,
and
yeah.
then turn around and it's like what just how is that?
Nobody
happen,
wanted
you know?
to see a musical, is what happened.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, because apparently
a
it's
musical Joker movie.
a musical Joker sequel movie. Nobody wanted to see that.
Do you think it
I
was a
don't need to
musical
see that.
because they had Lady Gaga?
Nobody
Did they
needs to
make
see
it a
that.
musical because of that?
I have no
Seems
idea.
kinda
I don't know what
weird,
the
right?
backstory is. I didn't even
I
because
don't
I
know.
still haven't seen the first Joker movie.
Oh,
It's on my Max watch list for my HBO Max.
have you seen the Deadpool yet?
No, I haven't seen Deadpool
I
yet.
haven't either. It's
I'm
not
waiting.
right
I'm
on
waiting on
Disney
that.
yet,
I'm
so-
still waiting on Beetlejuice,
Oh, shit.
and I'm still So
it's really good. I mean, it has some good.
shut
I'm
up.
sorry, it is. pretty
Shut
good.
up.
Sorry, I won't
Still
say it.
bitter.
I know.
Still
I
bitter.
know. I know. They blame-
Pissy.
just pissy about it.
Okay, are we
Not
going
a
to do
problem.
a taste test?
Oh my God! Yes, I do. I have the taste test.
He actually had this last week, but we had already had the other stuff for the taste
We had
test last
so
week.
much stuff going
we
on
just
too.
we had
and
to like
that
pull some
real
stuff,
fake
and so
yeah.
this is leftover. Sorry,
oh.
boring leftover.
Well, the good
taste
thing
test.
is it. We could have not said anything about it being left over, and it just be another taste test. So yeah,
So I could just go back and cut that whole section,
you could.
and hey, we've got a
Do you
taste
wanna-
test. Taste
yeah,
test.
another taste
Cool.
test. Perfect.
Awesome.
So we can
Taste
just
test.
start it right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Okay, so here we go.
What do we got this week,
okay,
Dave?
so what happened
do we have
was
fresh out of the bag
I
this
was
week?
out shopping and found 2 new products. These are completely new products released by the Pringles company. Whoever does Pringles. I don't know who does Pringles.
Pringles potato chips.
Yeah, but
So
they-
I have to admit, I did
Is it
open. I
Frito-Lay?
zipped open the bag,
You
and
did open it.
I know
Okay.
what's in there.
It's
So it's not a surprise to me, but it is. It's Pringles,
and they're called Pringles Mingles, and they're
Yep.
actually they're not. I don't think they're shaped like.
Could you crinkle the bag a little more?
Sir,
Give me a bag to crinkle. I want to crinkle a bag
Take
too.
that one, and
Okay,
I'll do
ready?
this one.
Ready?
You
Here
ready?
we go.
Ready? Crinkle, double
it.
crinkle.
Okay.
It's in
crinkle it.
stereo. Crinkle in stereo. But they aren't
stop.
like the regular Pringles shape. Go
Ew,
ahead, rip into
Dave.
that one.
Dave, come on.
What?
Really?
What?
Okay. Cheddar and sour cream. Do you know how I feel about sour cream? I absolutely am repulsed
Really?
by sour cream.
I didn't know that.
I
didn't
do
know that
not eat
as
sour
a
cream.
as a taste test scenario. I didn't know
in my
this.
head, sour cream is just like, why would you eat that? It's gone sour.
Oh my God.
It's a dairy product. Why would you eat that? Now,
It's
if they
only
had
by
named
name.
it, hold
It's
on.
not
If they had, right,
technically.
if they had named it something else like
White cream.
white floofy poof, I would be like, sure, let's give it. That's some
Throw
good.
a dollop
that's some
of that
good
on mine.
White floofy poof. That is good. I'll take some floop
Well, how
right
can
here.
you not
Floop
look
me.
past it and by
Floop
its
me.
name? It's just
I don't know. I don't like sour cream, Dave. So
Okay.
this is going to be worse than you trying coconut.
is it?
Because I'm
though?
going to do it. Because I will do it.
You
I
don't
will
have
not- I
to.
will- no,
I can
no,
do
no,
that
no,
one, and
no.
you can
I'm
do
not
this one.
backing
This
down.
one has no sour cream.
I'm
in
trying
it.
them both.
Okay.
I'm trying to both. Open your bag.
Okay, this one's
All
the.
right. So this is Pringles Mingles
and what's yours? Yours
light,
is
airy, crispy cheddar and sour cream, and I cannot stand sour
what does
cream.
it smell like? Have you opened it?
I don't know. I'm afraid.
Oh,
I'm like,
you don't have to. I don't want to. I don't want to torture you.
ooh,
You don't have to torture.
Oh my god, this is how like you and coconut.
I don't
times
think
a
so.
million.
I actually ate it. I'm like, you're just.
I'm okay.
You're
Look, I'm
actually
eating it. I'm
repulsed
eating it.
by it. I mean, you actually were making face, and you actually were almost gagging.
Okay, I'm good. Ooh, I think I have the sour cream cake. Give me the other bag.
Give me that one.
Oh my God.
Here, one.
Oh.
Do you have a drink? Drink
Yes.
that down. Drink that down. You need a drink first.
No, I want to spit
taste
it
this
out.
one.
I don't want.
Oh, well, don't. Okay, well, these don't look like Pringles, so.
No, they look like leftover.
Okay.
They look like leftover bits that came out of like the Puffy Cheetos factory machine.
Yes, exactly. Like
Puffy, the puffs.
yeah, like the corners, right? Like they didn't have the. Try that one,
Okay.
and that's the other one.
Oh my God! I just got worked it out of my teeth. Okay.
Okay, so I'm not a very good. Okay, so I don't really like the fake sour cream flavor either, but that one's more of the cheddar being wrong.
Okay.
On that one.
All right. This is sharp white cheddar and ranch. Okay.
And
I
ranch.
totally
So
do
that's
that.
a little different.
Okay. Let me get this in my mouth.
Okay, go ahead and try that one. That one's probably going to be a little better, but I can't see why ranch wouldn't be like sour cream though. God, you really ripped into the bag on this one.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't. I was very anxious to get this
finish
taste
these.
out of my
You
mouth.
ripped all those.
Very anxious to get taste.
But okay, what do you think about
like
the
these.
texture of these things though?
They
seem a
taste.
little
They
dense.
taste like the Cheeto poofs, but not like cheesy poofs. The Cheetos poofs. They're a little thinner, but they crunch like that. Same consistency. They're not a hard crunch. It's a soft crunch.
Right. But Pringles are supposed to be potato versions, right?
Yeah.
And
These don't look like
Puffs.
potato chips. They look like they're
and cheese puffs are more
Cheese
like
puffs.
corn. So are these corn? I don't even know. I'm checking that. I just blah 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 corn and vegetable meal. So yeah. So they've moved away from being potato and these are corn.
right.
So,
And it says puffed snack on the bag.
yeah. Yeah. So but they could have done potato. I mean,
I don't know. Pringles branching
I'm liking,
out.
I'm liking the ranch ones, but
Me too.
Those
I
cheddar
like
ones,
the
not
ranch
good.
ones. Oh my! The cheddar.
they could have, like you
sour
said, they
cream.
could have stayed away from the sour cream and just did cheddar ones.
Yeah, just straight cheddar
Would have been good.
But then it would just be cheesy poofs.
Right, but I'm also thinking they're more denser than like a Jack's, cheese puff is, right?
Yes.
They're too dense. They're a little thick. Like you can only eat 4 of those probably, and then you're just like, I can't eat anymore. They're just so they're over
And they're
the top.
sticking to my gums right now, above my teeth.
Yeah, right.
They're digging them out.
Worse than milk duds.
At least it wasn't the sour cream one. Ugh. Oh,
Right.
No, Dave.
Yeah,
no.
Sorry, you did good. You did good though. You
Why
did
you
get
make
it.
me do
Look,
that?
it's a new product. I thought we would try it.
Don't make me do that again.
Yeah, I don't know about these cheddar sour cream. ones. Those are just gonna have to. Your dogs like them?
The dogs might like them. We'll try that after.
We'll
we get
have
done
to
here.
try that.
See if the
Yes.
dog. Well,
That's a good dog product.
one of my dogs,
treat.
he will eat anything you drop at him. So
Right, but you don't
Butters
want to
will
give him
be-
something that's going to make him overly large.
No, I don't
either,
want him
so.
throwing that up in my bed either.
Oh
later.
God! And then you would have that thrown up sour
In my
cream
bed,
flavor smell
in my
your,
in my bed. Oh,
Ooh,
Dave, stop!
sorry.
Oh
Is
my
this-
God,
is
this
this
really
worse
is
than
the last
Terrifier?
nightmare.
The Nightmare Before Halloween. Yeah, that's.
We swore last week was the last of the Halloween.
gonna be
This
it.
is the
This is
nightmare.
it.
This
Yes,
is
you're
the
living
nightmare.
That's also good.
Sour cream.
Sour cream. I did not know. So now filing that one away.
No,
We both have
little
things we
star
cannot
asterisk. No
have.
sour cream, and I won't
Sour
make
cream
you eat
flavors.
coconut again.
Sour cream flavors, like yeah.
Just-
Okay, so
ugh.
weird thing. I thought, I was told that I should have some more protein in my diet,
Okay,
and I thought a
like
protein
chicken?
shake would be pretty good.
Ugh,
I know,
yuck.
I know,
Barf.
I know, but I thought I'd give it a try. Someone told me, oh, you know what? This one tastes like chocolate milk. Okay? Friend of mine.
Wasn't me.
It could be a different version because it wasn't this one. So I went ahead and looked at the recipe on this thing.
Okay.
And you're supposed to put 2 scoops. Now I just thought, oh, it's like a regular, like
Like
your
Folgers in
Kool-Aid
your
to get
cup?
like a little scoop on it. This scoop was 2 inches long and huge. And I was like, I'm going to put 2 of those things in
They've
8
deceived you.
8 ounces of water. This thing
Right.
was so much powder
It's
in
so
it.
dense.
I was drinking this thing. It was so thick. I couldn't get it through the straw. It was so
Oh
thick.
my gosh,
And I'm
that's
like,
funny.
that is not chocolate milk. But guess what? It had a tinge to coconut. It had a coconut tinge to it.
Even worse for you.
Because again, dried coconut milk was in the product.
Right.
So the coconut flavor came out. And I was like, there was an after. Oh my God, it's coconut.
Like,
I went,
oh.
kind kind of can stomach it, but I did not make the face that you made eating that sour cream thing.
I wish you'd taken a picture.
That was like, I will. Okay, you're going to have to get like some baby picture where their face is crushed in, because that was exactly what it was when you put that on there on our tag for this podcast. Because that face was just
a little fat baby face burn having a tantrum.
Eating a lemon.
Yeah. Or taking a poo.
Just, wow. Yeah, that was struggle. And that was just one. I ate an entire puff.
I'm already trying to block it completely from my mind, Dave. Can you
sorry.
Can we stop talking about it?
I know you're going to have nightmares later. So you don't want to change the subject?
Yes.
I saw on the NHL when I was watching Caps.
Mm-hmm.
The
Caps are doing well.
They are doing great. Do you know that they have a game on Halloween night?
Yeah.
Do you know what they're giving away?
No.
Pillowcases. I thought it was so
right.
awesome.
Yes, I did see that.
They're giving away pillowcases on Halloween night.
On Halloween night.
That is such a great tie-in.
It's cool.
That they did that. And pillowcases used to collect candy.
Collect candy, the candy, not
for Halloween trick-or-treating. Not just to have a face
I thought so they could go home and say, I'm snuggling up with Ovi.
Ovi's face on a pillowcase.
Ovi.
Nah, it's probably
no. Oh, okay. Because they want candy. Okay.
Right.
Well, that makes sense.
I was watching the NFL game. The Monday night game. Do you know they had
Pittsburgh and
shit.
Somebody they beat?
Yeah, Pittsburgh beat
the Giants.
Yes,
yep.
Good call. But they had a feel good story in between, right? Where they had a picture of Goodell on the screen handing a kid a surprise. The kid had survived. The kid survived cancer, and has survived cancer for 5 years.
Aww.
And he had him talking with Goodell, and he was in all his Pittsburgh Steelers stuff. Gave him tickets to the Super Bowl.
What?
Gave the kid tickets to the Super Bowl.
Just handed them out like candy.
Yeah, I have all these tickets, right? No problem.
Right.
The kid's there with his parents and his brother, right?
Uh-huh.
Goodell gave him 2 tickets.
Well, all right, Dad, we're going to the Super Bowl.
Who are we fighting over to go to this game now? Why couldn't Goodell just give him 4? He knew that the family was there, right?
Yeah, but dude, Super Bowl tickets, I mean, those are expensive as shit.
It's Goodell. He couldn't give him 4 tickets to this kid. I mean, come on.
Probably.
Okay, you're going to be doing it. Give them the whole family tickets.
Yeah, go all the way.
You're just giving them 2 tickets. Like, if it was just him alone, him and his dad that was there.
Okay, true.
Right?
Absolutely. And he just, it's just the 2 of them. Okay, well, you and son and dad go
Here you
to
go,
Super Bowl.
single dad and his kid. Perfect, right? No. So now the brother's going to be like, well, am I going? I don't know can I go? That's just funny. I just thought that was funny.
My little cancer brother's not even really a fan.
So the fight to the death to see who gets the last ticket.
I want the Super Bowl
The kids
ticket.
definitely got to go, right? So, yeah.
Well, the kid would have to go, but I don't think the brother would be able to go because then a parent would have to, or at least fly there with them, and then they only get to go into the game. But I would not let my 2 kids
by themselves
go into an NFL football stadium with,
yes, after
70,
just
80, 90,000 drunk fans.
Oh my gosh,
not
by
putting
themselves?
my kids in by themselves. Okay, go to the seat, have fun.
Here you go. We'll wait for you here.
Here's some money for some popcorn.
Come back out to exit 27. We'll be right here waiting for you. Yeah, no. There's no way.
4 tickets. Come on.
Come on, Goodell. God damn it. Step up.
Son of a beach.
I just thought that was funny. I was like, that's a great feel-good story that they gave him tickets, but come on. So, do you want any of the winners?
Who won the NFL Blitz?
We got Rams, Packers, Cardinals, Patriots, Browns, Eagles, Texans, Lions. Jesus God,
Lions, my Super Bowl pick.
They're going to run out of points if they keep scoring as much as they do. By the time they get to week 10 or 11, they're just going to have no points to score anymore because they keep scoring.
And they'll still win off a field goal. There you go. Boom.
Oh, Jesus,
3
right?
points.
That's true. Right.
Yep.
Falcons, Chargers, Bills. Bills doing pretty well. They're
the Bills always do fine in the regular season. They just can't do anything in the playoffs.
That's true. Yeah, let's see them. They'll get to the Super Bowl, but they may not win. Commanders. Jesus, did you see the ending of the Commanders game?
I saw the replay.
They were winning the whole freaking game. Then 2 scores, and it's.
Wait, who did they beat? The Bears.
Bears, right?
The Bears.
The Bears are in this.
Beating them the whole game.
Yeah, they're beating the Bears the whole time. And then all of a sudden, the last, 5 or 10 minutes, Bears come back, go into the lead. And then the Commanders have like this last shot, right?
Yeah.
They're
Hail Mary, putting up the Hail Mary.
They're coming down the field. They had a couple plays that were kind of lackluster. They hit they were passing to the sidelines, stopping the clock. No problem.
Yeah, all of it. Yeah.
Got down to 2 seconds, right? Last chance. Snap. quarterback's running his ass off.
He was
Comes
like
around-
he did like
he
3 or
had
4 turns
20
before he
minutes.
finally planted his feet to
He
throw.
had like 20 minutes
oh my gosh.
to throw this thing.
Yeah.
And he finally gets over to the left side, throws this thing 50
Hard
yards.
as he can.
And he's got rib injury because he got
Yeah.
injured with his ribs
So,
last game.
50 yards.
Throws this
hell of a lot
thing
further than I could throw.
all the way down after getting beat to hell with hurt ribs.
Yep.
It lands into the crowd, like into the middle of the pile of people,
And
right?
just like bounces right back out.
It bounces
like
straight
a
up,
stone
and there's a
skipping
guy
off
behind
pond.
him waiting for the ball. It comes right to him.
That
and
was
he
a
just
Commanders player.
catches
Yeah.
it and
catches it, touchdown, wins
game
the
over.
game.
I was like, you got to be kidding. The crowd
never see that
went
at an end of the game anymore.
bananas.
Oh, I bet.
But you saw the
all
video.
20,000 that were there.
You
Yeah.
saw the video of the Bears player, though, right?
Yeah, so there's one of the Bears, the corners or safety. He's down in the end zone before the plays are right about to be snapped, and he's looking at the fans at the edge of the end zone, and he's taunting them,
Facing
and
the
he's
wrong
waving them
direction.
on. He's not even looking at
He's
the play.
facing in the end
The ball
zone.
gets snapped. You see them down the field like snap, and then he like looks over and then goes, "Oh!" And he doesn't even hustle to get over to the people.
No.
Like, "Yeah, I can get there."
Whatever.
Do.
It's going to take time.
Yeah.
This is over.
And
2 seconds.
yeah, we just got to knock it to the ground.
We will.
We don't have. We're
No
gonna win this.
problem.
We got that.
And he was
then
one of the ones in that pack that
that
tipped it straight up in the
straight
air.
to the other guy, to the Commanders player who
It's
won the
just
game.
Straight up.
And I think the fans on that end of the stadium just like gave that player so much shit.
Oh, they
for the taunting.
Right? I would almost have to say his own team. I mean,
Oh,
come
yeah.
on, where were you? Really, all they had to do was knock it
Down,
any direction, but back.
but straight back
Up.
into the end zone
Or straight up, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because that guy was in the back. He was just sitting there, and he had to be 2 yards away from the actual
Oh yeah,
pack of the
there
people.
was distance.
He
There
was
was no
just
one
watching.
Like nobody could even fall on him if they fell. I mean, he was that far
And
away.
if they had smacked it left or right, he wouldn't have been in position
Nope.
to catch it,
and it
because
would
he
have
would
just
have been too
bounced out
far
of
away.
play or dead
right
ball
to
or
him.
yep.
I was just amazing.
Incomplete
that
pass.
It just went right to him. So yeah, very
Wow.
fortunate.
We actually talked about the Commanders
Oh right.
on
6 and
because my
2.
Cowboys suck.
Oh, that was a bad game.
Oh my God, Dak is just, I've said it before, I'll say it a million more times. Dak is a good quarterback. He's not a great quarterback. He will not take this franchise to a Super Bowl.
They had chances.
They
In
did,
the game,
but it's just,
even with 2 interceptions, they had abilities to do something. And for some reason, confidence wise, or I don't know what, the gameplay just seemed like, I don't know, it just kind of stopped, or they gave up.
I have no
or-
idea. I didn't really get to see any of it. And it's just been this, they keep saying since week 2 or 3, remember that one when the fan threw his jersey
Yes, at the player.
at the player for not signing.
We're all bad.
Out
Yeah.
of Baltimore.
We're
Yeah,
all
we're all
mad.
pissed off. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, we're going to turn this around. We're okay. Season's still early. We're
Easy
going
to
turn
say,
this. And they
but-
all the players keep saying this in the media. I'm like, well, get out on the field and fucking do something.
Right.
Like,
or at least, okay, if they're in a building year or whatever, then be in a building year. But it doesn't seem like they are in any kind of anxious.
no,
We
because
need
they've
to
got
get
good
this win.
players. They're just not getting it done.
CeeDee Lamb was doing very well. And when he was able to get the ball
Yep.
to him, he made some amazing catches. I mean, I would have to say there were
He's a
some
wide
great
receiver,
catches
right?
there. That one that I don't know about,
Yeah.
that's
that wide
one.
receiver guy.
I'll never
Yeah.
live this one down.
That and
I'm
Beetlejuice.
telling you.
Ongoing joke for the rest of our lives.
Rest of
We're going
us.
to be 86 years
That-
old. Dave, goddamn it. I just went and saw Beetlejuice 6 without you, bitch.
Our 17th year
Oh,
of
they
the
are
podcast.
supposed to be doing a Beetlejuice 3. Did you hear that?
No, I did not.
Apparently,
Really?
the whole cast had, it was in a contract they signed that, like, if it, did well, and they optioned them for the, a next one. But I thought Tim Burton came out and announced that he was retiring from directing,
Oh.
which would mean
not
somebody
gonna
else
do
would
it?
have to do it. I'm like, well, if Tim Burton's not doing it, I'm not going.
Oh, really?
I'm not wasting my time.
Really?
I don't.
So I don't have to worry about getting a ticket for you then.
Fuck you.
When it comes 17 years down the road.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be this nice pocket of
Oh my
time,
God.
right?
Before-
They're going to
no, actually, they're saying
they're
they're shooting for a 2027 release.
they're full of shit. That ain't going to happen.
It's 3 years.
Oh, come on.
Come
How
on.
long did it take for them to get this one out?
Actually, he finished shooting this one. I can go back and look on his Instagram because
Okay.
he did. It was like last day of shooting, and I
Mhm.
want to say it was probably last September,
Okay.
October-ish, and they had just wrapped shooting. But he threw the whole production, like his first day of shooting. I mean, it was like only like. It wasn't a long shoot. It was like, maybe like 60 to 90 day range. it wasn't a super long shoot. So the whole reason is they didn't want to do it because Michael Keaton kept going back to Tim Burton and saying, "Hey, do you want to do it again? You want to do it again?" And Tim just kept kicking around the idea, going, "No, whatever. The time's just not right, or this, or I'm doing something else." Or,
okay, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be one of those things where,
but
because it was 88 was the first one. 1988 was the first one, right?
It was 30 some years ago.
Okay, so there, give it another 30 some years.
I don't think that would happen. So Michael Keaton's AI replacement will be in there because he'll be dead.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
right.
Everybody will all,
It'll be a prequel.
Yeah.
It'll be
go
pre-Beetlejuice stuff. Yes.
Exactly.
So we'll
the origin story.
The teen Beetlejuice.
We always talk about the origin
yes,
story.
The origin of Beetlejuice.
Vomit.
Yes.
We're tired of the origin stories.
Totally perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
All right. That's all I have this week. Are you good?
I am actually. That was good.
Okay. Well, I will see you next week for the big
sour cream taste.
Oh my God. Right now, I'm going to get some chocolate.
Oh, good call. Good call.
Yep. Okay. I'll see you next week.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Bye.
Bye.
Pern and Dave, Let's Talk is brought to you by, well, Pern and Dave and Pringles.
We've all done the duck thing.
And the good people at
DiGiorno.
Not even close to delivery. Till next time.